Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Wellness Oracle Guidance. I'm Vanessa and I'm gonna do your reading for the month of March and up to April until I do the next reading. So it's the first time I'm doing the Sagittarius reading on this channel. So keep in mind this reading is general, it's about love, and cross-watchers are welcome. And for those who are Sagittarius, it could be your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign if it's regarding love. So I put some cards for the past, present, and future, and some oracle cards on the side here to give you additional guidance on the story I'm gonna tell you here. So if you like the reading, you can subscribe to the channel, like and share the videos. It could help me grow the channel and send a message to more people. So thank you for that if you do. Don't hesitate to comment, tell me what you think, or if it resonates with you. I'll be happy to reply to you. Anyway, so let's start now. So what I got here in the story, in the recent past, I got that you were probably into a period of introspection, trying to find out what would make you happy, what you really wanted out of your love life, and you needed some time to think about this, because I think what triggered it is the person you were dealing with was kind of holding tight. It could be you or the other person, but someone in the connection was holding tight onto what they had, or regarding like long-term stuff or material stuff. Or it could be also a frame of mind, or ideals, or something that kind. And for the other person it felt like a burden in the connection, and it could be like a burden for both, because I think there was a kind of discord in this regard. And in the present time, what it's sending you is that you're not trying to keep things balanced anymore. You're like tired of trying to keep things going, and it's been so much of a burden that you feel like not fighting for it anymore, and you feel like let go, because the other person is not giving you any room to express yourself, or to give you some way into their life in the way you want. And in the future I see there could have been like some there could be some long-term relationship happening, and everything, but what I feel here, I feel it's not gonna happen, only because you want your happiness the way you want it. And this relationship doesn't make you fully happy, and because it could be like different values, it could be different spiritual things, it could be religion, like something about work, like you're not getting on an agreement there. It could be about anything that affects the relationship, but one person doesn't want to budge, and the other person wants to have some room and some say in the relationship or in the connection, and for long-term commitment. And I feel like this is not like happening. There's two strong persons like trying to get the other their way, but it's like not helping for the connection. Like one person could be like saying, oh, we could, in the future they could say like, oh, we could do things this way or that way, or like this and like that, and none of this is really making you happy. So everything they're giving you is not making you happy. So you kind of feel burdened and left out in the cold, because things are not balanced in that way. and you don't want to fight for it anymore. That's the feeling I'm getting. It could be the other person, you know, it could be vice versa, but that's what I'm getting. I do feel there is love though, but you know, it's strong-minded people really, you know, one really doesn't want to budge and the other one just wants to have room to express themselves. Sorry. And yeah, so maybe you should talk about it and try to get some compromise, you know, really say either we compromise or leave, or you know, or maybe change your perspective or do something like this, like change your mind about things, you know, maybe you're too rigid in the way you think, and you know, maybe you could find some happiness if you try, but you know, do how you feel like doing, you know, because in the end it's your call, and it should feel right. If it doesn't feel right, don't go for it, you know, your happiness will be found elsewhere. I know it might not be exactly what you want to hear, but in the end that's true, you know, it has to feel right for you, and you know, for your happiness sake. So that's what I'm getting overall, you know. So maybe, you know, it's not happening exactly like that, but that's the kind of vibe I'm getting of these cards. Let's see about the guidance cards. So let's start with the butterfly card here. So this is the butterfly. This is a butterfly card from the Doreen Virtue deck by Doreen Virtue. Can you see it here? Okay, I'm gonna put it right there. Okay. So it says spiritual growth. It says this card signifies that the change you're currently in the midst of or contemplating is part of your spiritual growth. It will bring about great blessings, even if challenges present themselves along the way. As this experience comes to a conclusion, you'll know that you are very strong indeed. In fact, the situation will push you to leave behind your comfort zone. You'll reach deep inside to a reservoir of strength that you didn't know you had. This strength is both peaceful and powerful, and it helps you learn new life lessons as well as let go of old pain and forgive your past. Additional meanings: spiritual seeking, a change of religion or new spiritual path, being true to yourself, a legal issue, or a health challenge. So yeah, it could be anything, you know, that is affecting your love life. Maybe you need to get out of your comfort zone and try something new. You know, maybe this person is pushing you to some direction you're not sure about, but maybe it will help you to grow as a person. So whatever you choose, you know, you will learn something out of this, you know. Either you want to leave and you're gonna grow from that and learn better how to choose a new partner, or you're gonna learn more from staying with this person because they're so different from you, or they want things so different from what you want. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling with spiritual growth. There is something for you in this situation. Next, let's see, quiet time with the fairies cards from Doreen Virtue as well. So here, if you can see it, I hope you can. I'm sorry, the lighting isn't that great, but it's the best I can get right now. So, okay. So it says, quiet time. You need some time alone, away from other people and environmental noises. Even a brief respite would be extremely rejuvenating for you. Sometimes we are not even cognizant of the detrimental impact of stress in our life. We become so accustomed to living in an uproar that we are not aware when our body is telling us that it's an overload. The symptoms include illness, unusual fatigue, depression or anxiety, appetite and weight issues, addictions, sleep disorders, irritability, and a desire to withdraw from life. By drawing this card, you are being asked to honor your body and soul by spending some quiet time alone, as soon as possible. This might mean going out on a silent retreat, spending the day at a lake, beach, or in the mountains, taking a hike, or visiting a day spa. You could even turn off your phone, put a do not disturb sign on your door, and take an afternoon nap, a long bubble bath, or read your favorite book. Regardless of the form that your quiet time takes, the fairies just ask you to keep this promise to yourself without delay. The affirmation for this card is, I now give myself permission to be silent within and without. My mind is quiet and I enjoy my own company. Okay? So maybe, you should really take some time because of the fatigue that you may be feeling. That could be represented by this card. It's the main card of the reading. So you really, the main feeling here for you is that fatigue, that tiredness, that overload, wanted to let go of the situation because it's not going anywhere, or it's not going the way you want, and it's making you probably stressed or anxious, or so take some time and think about what you really want, and get into a quiet place so you can think more positively and you can find your own solutions. When your mind is in a good place, it can really relate to your heart, and you find the solutions this way. If you're too anxious or anything, you see only the problems and what's making you feel bad, so yeah, take this time for yourself, and in order to find your own calling, in this situation, what you should do. So next, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one, the totem animal. This is the octopus. So it's written in French on the card, but they are the same as the English ones. Okay. So here, can you see it? Okay, here. Octopus, it says, practice shapeshifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerism. To become a metamorphosis expert, it is necessary to remain flexible and elastic and be open to adopt different identities by changing your clothing, your hair, the way you stand, and your mannerism. Particularly concentrate on body language and your voice qualities. Start with small transformations of each and every aspect and watch what happens. You could also perfect the metamorphosis of your aura, the energy field around you, by contracting and expanding it voluntarily. If you do this right, even your friends might not recognize you. You could become so talented in this camouflage technique that you could become invisible to others. We all play different parts depending on the situations in which we find ourselves, and you are no exception. The important thing is to be totally conscious of these parts and to be able to alter them using the metamorphosis art. Like an actor, study others and watch their habits, their style, the way they walk and behave. Watch the animals, their attitudes, and try to imitate them. Growing this ability can help you adapt more easily to the different situations you find yourself in, and so enabling you to manage them more efficiently. Be an actor in your daily life and have fun, but don't forget who you are deep down. Okay, so this card could suggest you to do things differently, appear differently, react differently, everything that is not the way you would do normally, it's kind of talking about, what this card was saying, getting out of your comfort zone and try something different, because by doing something different you would get different results. So maybe it's about that, to get what you want with that person, if you really want to be with that person. So maybe that's the way you need to go about things. So keep that in mind, and after spending some quiet time, do that first, that I would say, so you can feel less anxious and everything. But you know, you could get some energy into you and be able to move forward and do something different when you feel like you can, you know. So yeah. So next, what we got? Breathing. That's a French card as well. So you can see the image here. It's beautiful, beautiful summer sky. Okay. So breathing. It says, every day take 15 minutes to breathe correctly. Feel the air entering your body and be conscious of how important this air is to recognize your true essence. You will then learn how to master your emotions and find inner peace. Breathing must be more than a fundamental need for survival. It must be fully part of each human being as a source directly coming from God. It makes up a precious gift that is offered to you. The more you will pay attention to the way you breathe, the more you will get the vibration of each breath in. God is within you. He is all around you. Breathe slowly while placing your hands on your solar plexus. Feel the air entering your body. Repeat this exercise several times a day. Other meanings of this card: meditate on the sense of breathing and integrate new respiratory techniques each time you meditate. Every day, take some time to breathe, even if it's for 10 minutes. Facing the sun, place your hands on your solar plexus and take some deep breath. So yeah, so this card is about really getting into the feeling of your body. Each breath, you know, breathing can, what it can do is it can change your state in a matter of minutes. So, you know, learn about some techniques. You can find that on Google, you know. The way, if you breathe rapidly, you feel more like energetic or anxious. It depends how you breathe. But, you know, if you breathe very slowly, it brings you in a place of calmness. So that could help you change things, you know, like the octopus card was suggesting you. Breathing could help you change the way you act and the way you feel, so you could do things differently. So this could be a good tool for you to use in this situation. So yeah, so you find your way to your ideal situation here. Okay. So the last card, it's the magic tree card. So yeah, this was the healing cards from Karine Malenfant. So if you want to know about the decks I'm using, you know, I can write them down for you if you ask, you know, no problem. For the French card, I've already, as you see, I already translated them. So this card is the alder tree, and it's about a challenge. Okay, so it says, well-deserved victory proportional to the number of obstacles that you had to overcome to succeed. The alder, of which the bark turns into a red-orange color as soon as it is cut into, speaks of war or conflict. It foretells a victory that may be on a moral level. Considering the qualities of its wood, with which gunpowder used to be made from, the conflict might be quite violent, but you will come out of it victoriously, because the alder works as a talisman. An amulet made with a piece of bark or branch was a protection against the evil eye. This tree, being hermaphroditic, male and female flowers grow on the same plant. You might meet new people soon, either man or woman. The alder must be interpreted as the announcement of a victory. Okay, so yeah, like these cards, the situation suggested, they were like strong discord, you know. I didn't feel necessarily like violent words or, you know, like strong words being said, like it could be the case, but strong discord, you know. You know, that's the vibe I was getting. And this card really talks about it, you know, but this card heralds of victory, you know. You it's that you're rich. So all the other cards are telling you how you could approach the situation to get things you know, your way, or like more, you know, so the other person could take you more into account into the situation, you know, or they could ease their wantings, you know. So yeah, so these three foretells of a victory. So it is at your reach, but you really need to work on yourself, or like trying different things, getting out of your comfort zone. But first of all, get into like a peace of mind, quiet your mind, um, rest your body, you know, to help you with this, and then start the work on trying something different if you really want this with this person, because there is a possibility of commitment, but right now it's not going into that direction because the other person is like too closed off and opening up to compromising. Okay, so that's what I got for this time. So I'll be doing a reading probably next month. I don't know exactly when. I'm trying to be more you know, to schedule things a bit better, but I do my best to get the readings out every month. So I'm starting this month. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Let me know what you think, and thank you very much for listening, and I hope this reading really helped you, and I wish you all the very best, and take care. Bye bye.